Hello everyone, Megatronic here, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the Transformers Deluxe Class Studio Series 86 Scavenger. Now, I just got this guy in from Amazon, and before we get into it, I add a couple custom paint decos here and there, which you will see in the review. So yeah, I have yet to get Mixmaster, so it's Scavenger time, baby. Another thing, thank you all so much for all the views on the Devastator hack. I was not expecting it to hit 2K as fast as it did, so once again, thank you guys, and let's get right to the review. Now, this guy's a little bit of an oddball. He has some things I like and some things I don't like, but it kind of results in me being like, yeah, Devastator time, if that makes sense. He's not a horrible figure, but he just feels weird in the sense of like, he's not fully polished all around. And let's get into that. He's overcompensating for something, you know, right off the bat. The arms feel a little bit stubby. I feel like they should have been a little bit longer. They feel a little small in proportion to like his legs and such. And I know it's G1 accurate, but these Constructicons have barely had any paint, and it's kind of irritating because these details would have been just in green if I didn't paint them in silver and red, albeit silver's a little sloppy, I will admit that. Ball jointed elbows, I'm gonna let pass because Longhaul has them. They didn't really bother me. I just, you know, he's really hollow in the arms here as well, which is a bit of a shame, but man, this just feels like a dumbed down Combiner Wars version of the toy itself. Which it's okay, because he was one of the better Combiner Wars figures, but I don't know. I wish they went a little bit different than the Combiner Wars one, you know, because everyone else essentially got an upgrade. Bonecrusher kind of meh on the upgrade, but everyone else seems to be like an upgraded Combiner Wars variant. For his accessory, he has the most interesting gun with the side-mounted magazine, which is funny, and the scope is like crazy. Like, no wonder he hit that trick shot on PROWL. You know what I'm saying? Just BAM! Anywho, it does come with his scoop, and this is on a 5mm, so you can take it off and give it to people. I also did silver. All the silver on the crane I painted. That should have already been done. Like, Hasbro, come on, man. But the face, it did get a bit messy. I did get like a really, like a splodge of silver there and there too, out of the box. So for articulation, head is on a mushroom peg. It is on hinge, so you can look up the I don't even think he can look up. You can bob his head back and forth. You can look down a little bit. Shoulders can do a full 360. T-pose, bicep rotation, 90 at the elbow. Nothing at the wrist except for go in. The waist, unlike bonecrusher, he cannot like untab something to have a waist swivel. This looks crazy, by the way, but it like rotates like that, so he can get like into like maybe almost like a stretching type thing where he like stretches out, which is weird. I don't know. He can kick forward that far, back that far, full splits, thigh rotation, 90 at the knee. A little loose for my liking, but I do like the molded in filler. Ankle pivot, and the toes and heel can move down due to transformation. So there is that. Okay, posability, about what we come used to with other Constructicons. So now let's move on to comparisons. Here he is with Toys, their KO Nemesis Prime, Cybertron Starscream, and lastly, what we have so far of all the other Constructicons. I'm just going to put the Scrapper here, so you can see that Scrapper is actually the smallest, which is odd, but yeah. Now let's get Scavenger into his vehicle mode. And here we have Scavenger in his vehicle mode, and it's a very, very, very simple transformation. A lot more simple than I first thought it would be. But yeah, let's go in here for the details. They did do the windshield wipers here. which is nice. I do wish they were painted, though. Nice little Decepticon symbol right there. Nice purple there for, I guess, what would be the little cockpit. Like I said, I think that just red and silver that I painted on him really helps pop out, like just some subtle details. I do have to go over that. That is really, really sloppy. I do apologize. But yeah, I think the silver does help with the boom details. I didn't do all of it. I just did some. But yeah. And for articulation in this mode, unfortunately, this is fixed on in there, so this can't really rotate. But the crane can move all the way. It can collapse all the way forward. You have a rotation. This can bend all the way in, and the bucket itself can go forward and back that far. So yeah. So there's Scavenger. I'm gonna go ahead and let's just get him into his combined mode. I just collapsed this all the way down, unpeg the legs like so, bring out this, which has his head assembly on, bring it all the way out, swing that forward, push that in, tab back into legs, and then we take one of the Devastator hands and we just peg that sucker right on in, and here we have Devastator's right arm. So yeah, I will showcase the full combined Devastator in Mixmaster's review, or Devastator may just get a video about himself. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think Scavenger is about an average deluxe. I don't think he's horrible. There's things that can be improved on his individual bot mode, but this is the road to Devastator, so yeah. He's not as horrible as I think Bonecrusher really was. Just his proportions kind of throw me, and I wish there was more paint. That's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.